You ever feel like you're watching someone else's biopic while you're still alive? Like the culture has decided your story is already knowable, already shaped, already over, and now it's just being dramatized for the people who came after? There's a strange vertigo to it. Seeing Michael Jackson rendered in prosthetics, watching Laura Loomer spike 2,600% in Wikipedia searches because she's become a character now. Realizing that the distance between living and being portrayed has collapsed to nothing. You're not dead, but you're already being explained. The Wikipedia page is writing itself in real time, and you're just the source material. So here's what's interesting about this moment. Michael, the biopic, has now grossed $464 million telling the Michael Jackson story, while we're still arguing about who he actually was. The movie arrived before the biography settled. We're dramatizing a life we haven't agreed on yet. And Laura Loomer? Her Wikipedia views spiked over 2,600% in a single news cycle. She went from person to phenomenon to searchable explainer in, 48 hours? The encyclopedia entry updating faster than the life it's describing. Meanwhile, Lena Dunham has a book on the bestseller list called Famesick. And I mean, the title says it, right? She's diagnosing the particular illness of being narrated before you're finished living. And then there's this. Mr. Brightside is still holding steady at the top of the charts. A song from 2004 about watching yourself from the outside. Coming out of my cage and I've been doing just fine. 20 years later, still resonant. Still describing something we can't shake. Oh, and in the academic journals, because of course, researchers are now studying narrative coherence in collaborative storytelling with AI. The machines are learning to shape our stories for us, whether we're done living them or not. Now here's the turn, and I want to slow down for this part. What's being expressed in all of this is legibility, the desire to be understood, archived, captured in a form that survives us. We want to be known, really known, and we want that knowing to stick around after we're gone. But here's what's being repressed: the terror of being finished. Because once the story is told, once the biopic is cast, once the Wikipedia spike subsides, we become closed systems. No more revision, no more surprise. The self as completed object rather than ongoing verb. And the integration? What would it actually look like to be witnessed without being concluded? To allow yourself to be seen mid-sentence, mid-life, mid-mistake, and resist the flattering coherence of a 3-act structure. The integrated figure says this: you can know me, but you cannot close me. There's a philosopher I keep coming back to here, Paul Ricoeur. He spent decades on what he called narrative identity. The idea that we don't just have stories, we are stories. Narrative is how we become ourselves. But here's the knife's edge Ricoeur understood. Narrative is also how we lose ourselves. When we narrate too early, too definitively, we foreclose the future. We become what he called configured, shaped by a plot that now governs what can happen next. Your third act starts constraining your second. Your Wikipedia entry starts writing your choices for you. The biopic problem isn't just about accuracy, it's about ontology. When Michael Jackson becomes Michael, the 2026 film, the man gets absorbed into the telling. The living referent becomes a character in someone else's genre. Ricoeur would call this the violence of premature emplotment, being given an ending before you've stopped beginning. And in 2026, the culture has industrialized exactly this violence. We're all being configured in real time. Our Wikipedia spikes writing our third acts while we're still fumbling through our firsts. Which brings me to a film, I'm Still Here, directed by Walter Salles from 2024. Fernanda Torres plays Eunice Paiva, a woman whose husband is disappeared by Brazil's military dictatorship. And she spends decades, not crusading, not narrating, just continuing, living, raising her children, becoming a lawyer, getting through. The structural turn comes late, and it's not what you expect. We're conditioned for answers by then, for closure, for the biopic's promise of resolution. Instead, Salles gives us Eunice in old age, developing Alzheimer's, losing the very memories the regime tried to erase. The cruelty is doubled. First they took her husband, now time takes her knowledge of him. But here's what lingers, long after the credits: Eunice's refusal to become a symbol. She doesn't narrate her suffering for consumption. She doesn't become about what happened to her. She just keeps living, illegibly, inconveniently, beyond the frame that would make her story portable. The film ends not with meaning, but with presence. A woman still here, still unfinished, resisting the closure that would let us leave her behind. It's the opposite of a biopic. It's a life that won't be wrapped. Stay curious, read widely, make something real. This has been the Zeitgeist Whisperer.